hold on, I just did a boo-boo. We've all done that before. And this is actually perfect that that happened because what I'm gonna do is rub it out with the little powder puff. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Uncover Up. And look at that, so easy to cover up. Hi, it's me, Rosemary of RMS Beauty. I want to do a quick spring refresh, get rid of that winter dullness that we all have. And I have a model today with me, so I'm gonna be demonstrating on her. Here we go. This is a concentrated oil, so you do not need very much of it. And it is full of bariti oil and jojoba oil and tamanu and rosehip. And it's all for nourishing and moisturizing the skin as well as a blend of adaptogenic herbs. And that helps with irritated, sensitive skin that tends to be on the red side. We now have beautiful moisturized skin. Next, I'm going to use a little bit of the Uncover Up, and I'm just going to use it in areas where you need that extra little coverage. And that's a little bit under the eyes here, a little on the nose. We always tend to get a little red on the nose. This is also a mini foundation. When you add it with the oil that I just put on, and just pop it on wherever you want. It is literally a perfect tinted foundation or a tinted moisturizer. Next, I'm going to apply the brow. This is back to brow, and I designed my own brush for this as well as I did something very different with this product. I added a little shimmer, and what it does, it just gives a little life to the brow rather than being completely matte. Now I'm going to do something else that I really like to do with this. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to just add a little of a tone to the eyelid. It's really fresh. It picks up the lid, so if there's any discoloration, this is gone with this product. You do not need layers and layers of cover up and foundation and concealers on your eyelid. The more you have on your eyelid, the more cakey and old it's going to look. Beautiful little soft smoky eye, just done with the same color as I used for the brow. This is our Straight Up Mascara. And this is one of my favorite mascaras. It's got a full brush on it. You can really get in and make these all individual lashes without sticking together. You know, I can build it up more, but we're going for a really refreshing look, so I'm not going to do too heavy. Little hint of blush. These are our lifted cheeks. This is Lost Angel. This is one of my favorites because this is a very sheer, light pink with just a hint of gold to make the skin look very, very fresh. I don't like to do the blush below the nostrils because what happens, it pulls the face down. So I like to do literally the apples of the cheeks and take it up slightly onto the cheekbone. That is a beautiful little hint. See how fresh that looks already? Okay, next we're gonna add on my Luminizer. And this is all about giving that extra little glow to the skin. And you're gonna see there's this beautiful, sheer, dewy, the slight refined luminescence. Another little trick, get a little bit in the corner here. And what it does, it pops the wetness of the eye and it makes the eyes look wetter, which is always very sexy. You can also put a little bit on the bow of the lip. You know, here's another little trick. I like to pop just a bit on the center. Can you see that little hint of color? Now, next I'm going to add on our Straight Up Kohl pencil. Now, this is a very soft, very easy to blend. And what I like about this is a very high-end quality blender on the end here. Now, a little trick when you do a liner, a kohl liner, don't aim for the skin. I want you to aim towards the lashes. And the reason you're going to do that is because you can soak all the base of the lashes, and that gives you a fuller look of lashes right off the get-go. That is a winner. Sometimes it works better than doing mascara. A little blender, so if somebody's not good at doing a liner, it's easy to blend right out with this sponge that's on the end. And if somebody has a very excess oily lid, just take a little bit of your powder, any kind of face powder or a little silica, pop it on top, and it looks gorgeous. If the model needs a little bit of powder, take a little powder and just go in the areas only where you need powdering. And that's going to basically be the T-zone. Last but not least, this was an exclusive for QVC. This was an exclusive. This is our Darling Lane. This was an exclusive I did for QVC. Love this color. You cannot go wrong. It works with everybody, literally. I'm going to pop a little bit of this on her lip, and look at that beautiful color. It just brings back the natural vibrancy of your lips like when you were a young girl. This can also be used for cheek if you wanted to add a little bit onto the cheek for a little bit more pizzazz. So easy. And again, try not to go below the nostrils with the color because you're going to pull your face down. You want to lift it up. One other little thing, I'm going to take a little bit of my spoolie and I'm going to comb her eyebrows up. I love a little lift to the eyebrow. It lifts the whole face. And there we go. How does that look? As you can see, we've got very little foundation on, a little bit of luminizer. We put the Darling Lane tinted lip balm, a little bit of the Kohl kohl pencil and the mascara and a bit of the brow in light. And we're gonna now step this up for the evening. So we're just gonna go right on top and just start blending away. Got my foundation brush. I'm gonna just pop a little bit more coverage into the areas only that you want it. And this brush is so fabulous because that little indented swirl that's in the front here like that really helps to blend and get every pore and every crevice of the skin. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of the powder, our untinted powder, and I'm just going to press a little bit in there to give a nice matte look only in the T-zone because I'm a firm believer this should still remain dewy and moist. And what's nice about the Uncover Up is it just goes right on top of what you already have and it just blends everything right out. What I'm going to do now is she had the light brow on. Now I'm going to darken it a bit. Now this is a brush that I designed, as you can see. It's got the very short bristles and they're very firm. So I want to really get it in there. It also has a rounded side to it, the sides, and so what that does, it stops the look of a squared off eyebrow. I like it more soft, but that's me. You can do whatever you want. There are exceptions to the rule, but I tend to like a little bit more of a rounded brow because I think it looks more elegant and it looks more real, and I think it's more flattering on the face. So I'm going to take this back to brow and I'm going to actually do a little bit of a smoky eye on here. Blending it in really well with my fingers and just work it into the skin. Start always light so you can build up. It's the easiest technique for my products, but if I have too much on my finger, I'll take a little bit and just get my other finger on top to blend it out nicely. I already have a little bit of the kohl pencil and I'm going to do a slight little lift on the corners and then I'm going to blend it. I love a blended cat eye, and I think it might be easier also for women that are a little bit older not to have a harsh line, more of a soft line. Now this actually is going to stay on very well because we've got a base underneath here already of a little bit of powder, so that's going to hold it. And I'm also going to pull it slightly underneath and I'm going to blend that right out. But look at the blending this does. It's so perfect. It doesn't get blotchy. Okay, now I'm going to add a lipstick and I'm going to add in a product which is my lipstick called Magic Hour. This is one of my Wild Desire series. I want to do a little bit of a matte mouth, kind of a neutral, and a little bit on the warm side in the sense of it looking just like a pretty sexy 70s nude mouth. How's that? That's where I'm going for. Anyway, so I'm just using my powder eyeshadow brush and pop a little bit of powder on there. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put more mascara on again. Great mascara. It's got a peptide in here, you guys, just so you know. And you guys saw already that had a couple layers on here from before, and I'm just building on top. So I'm going to blend that corner a little better. Two different eyes. There you have it. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to take a little bit of my Madeira bronzer and I'm going to slightly highlight this area of her face. And I'm going to add a little bit of the bronze through here. You see that's warming everything up. I love this product. This is the Madeira bronzer. It's a pressed powder. It is not a baked shadow at all. So you can get it to look really youthful. And it just, if you want a little bit of a suntan or a little bit of a bronze look, all you have to do is pop a little bit of this on. Now let's get her happening here. Oh man, this looks sexy. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.